So Jeb Bush was campaigning in New Hampshire.
Big mistake.
And come on, give me a break. And Jeb shrugs at least 40. I'm going to show you a video. He shrugs at least 40 times in 1 minute video.
By the way, fun fact, there is almost no difference between Jeb campaigning in New Hampshire and Jeb not campaigning in New Hampshire.
I hear what you're saying.
It is almost exactly the same thing.
So here is Jeb giving a speech to a Rotary Club in New Hampshire, and the guy, one of the guys running the Rotary Club meeting, decides to cut off the next president of the United States mid-speech. And let's see how Jeb handles it.
Veterans Affairs get cut off, like Social Security, maybe Medicare. They stop. But the benefits inside the Department of Veterans Affairs continue, which is, you know, it's like one bad nightmare after a nightmare. And it took them 9 months to fix it. This is a real story here in New Hampshire. I can promise you the best way to show respect outside of rebuilding our military, two men and women uniform, is to fix that mess as fast as I can. That's it.
So he's getting ready. He's really wrapping up, going to get to a crescendo, and some guy at the other says, "Okay, that's it. Wrap it up." And you see him. That's it. I'm done. That's it. That's it. He asks. He doesn't just keep going, or he just should have said, "I'll be done in just a minute." Thank you for having me. He just watch what he does.
Veterans Affairs get cut off, like Social Security, maybe Medicare. They stop.
Okay, we'll get back to it.
But the benefits inside the Department of Veterans Affairs continue, which is, it's like one bad nightmare after a nightmare. And it took them 9 months to fix it. This is a real story here in New Hampshire. I can promise you the best way to show respect outside of rebuilding our military, two men and women uniform, is to fix that mess as fast as I can.
So here we go. Here's how he handles it. Ready?
That's it. Thank you. Are you kicking me out the door?
This guy's kicking me out the door. So he's taking orders from some schmuck at a Rotary meeting. He doesn't even know the guy's supposed to be the next president. Guy's kicking me out the door. You don't.
They got an AA meeting coming in here. They're on a hard out. So I gotta go.
When your speech is too boring for the Rotary Club. And let me remind everybody. I would feel almost sorry for Jeb if he wasn't such a spoiled, overprivileged, born into wealth, lazy, woman's choice denying, election stealing mediocrity. I would feel sorry for him, but I don't. Okay. By the way, Jeb was so boring. They were immigrants there that started mowing their yawns. Well, there's a little bit more to this.
Jeb was so boring, the crowd was calling back for the opener who read the minutes of the last meeting.
Here we go. Here's more to this.
You're kicking me out the door.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today. I believe your schedule has a hard stop. There are more than 1 million Rotarians.
And then that Rotarian guy just goes into his spiel. Like, that's barely a thank you. Thank you. Listen, you have a hard stop. There are 1 million Rotarians. He just totally ignores.
A former governor of one of the largest states in the union.
Election.
Not a lightweight. I mean, I would give him at least some respect. I hate him.
His brother was president. He was governor of a huge state, a swing state. Yeah. You got to give him a little something.
I like the way he shrugs his shoulders like he just got gonged on the gong show.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I tried hard, but, we got to go.
So there's more to this clip. Watch it. Now watch him go all the way and sit down and not really know what to do with himself. The Rotarian guy just made a joke that your campaign has a hard out, like he had to leave, which he didn't, because watch what he does. He goes and sits down.
Around this globe, and we all share 4 tests that guide our daily interaction with each other, with our friends, with our coworkers. This club has added a 5th test. I would invite all of you to join us. I will gavel the meeting closed afterwards. Ask Rotary.
And now somebody from his campaign comes and leans over and goes, you look like a freaking idiot. I don't know why are you letting that guy push you around? Now we've got to get you out of here. You went and sat down, and now you're playing with the jam. What are you doing? You either keep talking and you don't let that guy stop you, or you stop and you get the hell out of here like you're in a hurry to get somewhere. You don't sit down and start messing with jam.
This is horrible. This is
horrible. Unbelievable. Watch, it keeps going.
To stay on so we can conduct a little bit of business. So as Rotarians and members of this club, there are 5 things that we keep in mind. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And will it be fun?
Dear Lord, what a weenie.
And there he goes. And there he goes. I kind of want to see it again because it's fantastic. That was amazing. Jeb Bush.
There's nothing presidential about it whatsoever.
Too bad Jeb doesn't have his brother's killer instincts. And when I say killer instincts, I mean 100,000 dead Iraqis.
Okay. Huh. You know, in New Hampshire, Jeb Bush spent $40 million to come in 3rd place.
Yeah.
Remember that the next time he talks about fiscal responsibility. So let's watch.
Did he come in? He came in 4th.
So let's watch that again, shall we? Let's watch.
Sure.
I can. That's it? Thank you. You're kicking me out the door. You're kicking me out the door.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today.
Just to see his startled response alone is worth the price of admission.
It is.
I can. That's it? Thank you. You're kicking me out the door. You're kicking me out the door.
Governor, thank you very much for joining us today. I believe your schedule has a hard stop. There are more than 1 million Rotarians around this globe, and we all share 4 tests that guide our daily interaction with each other, with our friends, with our coworkers. This club has added a 5th test, and before you run, I would invite all you to join us. I will gavel the meeting closed afterwards, ask Rotarians to stay on so we can conduct a little bit of business. So as Rotarians and members of this club, there are 5 things that we keep in mind. Is it the truth? Is it fair to all concerned? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned? And will it be fun?
Oh, boy. That was some good jam.
Definition of awkwardness. Now, in case you feel sorry for Jeb Bush, remember that I don't. Let's remember that what Jeb Bush likes to brag about. Here's one of his brags when he was being asked, this is when he was in Iowa, asked about how he stacks up against the other governors in the race, and he said his record stacks up well. Here's what he said.
Guys, they have served well as governors, but my record of accomplishment goes up against theirs pretty well. When they were expanding Medicaid, I fought alongside the House of Representatives in Florida to not expand Medicaid there, and most people credit my involvement as one of the reasons why they didn't.
So let's remember that he brags about denying poor people health care when they're sick.
I like that he's like, most people credit my involvement. The most people that he's talking about are people who are like, I need to go to the doctor and you fucking governor can go suck my dick.
Yeah, people credit him with denying poor people health. That's a badge of honor that Jeb Bush wears. Let's remember that. He thinks it's a good thing that he fought against expansion of health care to the poorest and neediest people in his state.
He's got a notch on his belt for every diabetic who lost a foot. He's like, check it out.
Yes. Poor kids, no prenatal, no nothing. Screw poor people. I'm Jeb. Give me a break. So
He was given a trophy full of dead poor people.
Yeah.
You know, Jeb also said that he wants Medicare to be phased out. To be phased out.
Guess what?
Because he's a nice guy.
Guess what
he's
is
a
going
real nice guy.
Guess what is going to be phased out? His campaign.
No.
All right.